Yeah. Let's get it, Kings. Okay. Beat the best team in the league. Let's get it. Hey, what's going on, guys? I got a quick show for you guys today. I got to take off, head out to work, so I'm going to put this down real quick. The story of the game was the Kings did not allow the first place team to come up here and kick our butts. They didn't allow them to come in and take over our arena. And a couple bench players were really big in the victory. This was a game where we're missing Sabonis due to ankle injury. He might be out for about 2 weeks, 10 games, or 10 days, something like that. Levine is out for personal reasons. He said himself he hurt his ankle. Not sure if he's dealing with his ankle or something else going on in his family or something else, but personal reasons. And we were also missing Zach LaRavia, one of our new young up-and-coming defenders and role players. And the Kings were able to score offensively with these guys, and we had enough guys to play enough defense on these guys at the end of the game to where we didn't let them take over our arena. And at the end of the game, the guys were playing so scrappy. They were super scrappy. And a couple guys like Devin Carter were able to get a bunch of steals. And, our guy Keon Ellis, he's always in there on defense at the end of the game, getting steals and hitting threes. So it was a pretty interesting game to see, especially at the end of the game, how they closed it out. And as you can see here, the Sacramento Kings win at home versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, 119-123. And the Sacramento Kings are firmly planted in ninth place at this point. We've got a 2-game win streak going on, which is good because so do the Suns. They're rapidly approaching us. They are 3 games behind us at the moment. And the Dallas Mavericks are tanking. They are 3 games as well, but they have lost 4 games in a row. The Timberwolves are giving us a little opportunity. They've lost 2 games in a row, but we are 2.5 games behind them. So it's going to take, they have 5 more wins than us and 2 less losses. So it's going to take a lot of winning to catch the Timberwolves in the last part of the season. But right above them is a bunch of guys that are really close. 6th to 8th is very close. If we could get up into that tier, that would be good. And then we got another tier up here from 2nd to 5th of guys that could move around, teams that could move around anywhere with a couple losses or a couple wins. And then you got the Thunder at the top in their own tier running away with the thing. Hey guys, and I ask that you please click that like button. If you're watching right now, please click that like button, and also please click that subscribe button as well. We're a new channel, but we're trying to grow, and all your likes and subscribes are going to help us do that. We're going to do some fun stuff later, some live watch parties, but we need subscribers to do that. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you're into Kings talk, Kings news, NBA talk in general, click that subscribe button for your boy. We're new, but we're trying to grow. And I want to say welcome, YouTube. And to all my friends and my folks out there, it's your guy, Jay Woods, aka Shy the Man, and I'm back at you with another episode of The King's Morning After, Midday Cup of Joe with Jay. Hey, I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you're here for the whole video. I got some good things to say about this win. It's going to be a quick video, so just take a few minutes and check me out. Click that like button, that subscribe button. And today is March 20th, 2025. And the day is, you know what day it is. You know what day it is. Yeah. It's Thursday.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore.
Throwback Thursday.
But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the day.
Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But sometimes wish I was a kid again. Thursday.
When I was just a little nigga, I looked up to my bigger bro, begged if I could kick it. So
what are some of your favorite throwback memories of the Kings? Make a comment below for me.
When he went out with girls, I could go tagging along, nagging. If she had a sis, maybe could mac a baby hood rat.
Ooh, yeah, I got some hot, fresh cup of Joe. It's hot. Ooh, yeah, that's good. And my cup of Joe for today is the Kings got a victory against one of the best teams in the NBA, or the best team in the Eastern Conference. The Cavs, a 56-13 team, came in here. They've been kind of on a slide a little bit after we beat them. They're now losers of 3 in a row. But we got this 56-13 Cavaliers team coming in last night. Thought they were going to punk us. They did not. We were able to beat them without Domantas Sabonis, without Zach LaVine, and without Zach LaRavia. We kind of had a hodgepodge of guys in there, putting it down, putting in work. Guys like Devin Carter came into the game and played some huge defense for us. Got some steals, dunked on a couple guys, got a bunch of dunks. That was like the Devin Carter, the DC coming out game right there. The way he played, the announcers were going crazy over what he was doing and his athleticism. Early in the game, he was kind of missing some shots. He was not looking so great. But at the end of the game, he turned up his defense and he turned up the athleticism and got a cold dunk on top of somebody. I forgot who it was. And then our guy, Keegan Murray, he was hitting his threes. Keon Ellis was out there causing havoc, just disrupting guys, poking balls away, blocking guys, getting layups, shooting threes. Keon Ellis was a very big factor at the end of the game. And, of course, DeMar DeRozan, our guy, he was hot. He was hitting threes. He was hitting twos, midi game, long range game. He was hitting everything. He scored 27 last night, so that was big for DeMar DeRozan. And the chemistry of the team, Devin Carter, he just got a dunk right there. But Devin Carter, he has some hops. He has a little bit of hops. Short guy, the point guard, has a little hops. And he is a point guard, and he plays like a point guard, you know. He's kind of a little bit of a combo guard. He likes to get his. He likes to drive to the basket. He shoots threes. But he was going to go get the ball. He was bringing the ball up court, and he looked good in the point guard position. And as long as he keeps developing, I feel like the Kings could really use him. So for the Kings to be able to pull that one out last night is really good. Like I said, they were without LaVine. They were without Sabonis. They were missing some of their troops, but they still entered the fight and fought hard. And when I do the eye test, I'll show you a couple of these plays that Devin Carter had in the third quarter and the fourth quarter. They were looking really good. And it was a perfect time, perfect opportunity for him to come in the absence of Zach LaVine and show what he can do. So, hey, good on the Kings. There was people talking about he's a flop. He was a bust. He's a bust. I don't believe Devin Carter is a bust or going to be a bust. His development is starting off a little slow because the surgery he had in the beginning of the season. He didn't play like half the season and had the surgery. And then, you know, he was developing in the G League for a while. So that's fine. And Monty even said he's not for this year. He's for next year. He's for the future. So this year is like a developmental year for him. So the Kings pulled out their victory. They're on this homestand. They're now 2-0 on the homestand, which is great. The Kings just need to go ahead and keep on winning if they expect to move up out of 9th place. And in my opinion, they really need to try hard to move up out of 9th place. You don't want to have to play the 10th seed and then still have to go back and play the 7th and 8th seed. It's just too much. It's too hard to do. Try to get to that 6th spot, and I know it's going to be hard. It's going to take a lot of wins at this point, and some team to lose a lot. But the Kings can do it if they can keep this winning going. They can move up. They got to take all these games personal. They got to be serious in all these games. They can't come out lackadaisical in any of these games. They need to come out with force, come out fierce, stomp on teams' necks. And don't let guys come into your home. I mean, you got this long homestand. Don't let guys come into your house and put their feet up on your table. You know, you control the tempo. You control what's going on. You control the defense in your crib. And that's exactly what they did last night. And it looked really good, the way they played. You know, to be without Sabonis and to be without LaVine, you know, two of their top guys. And to still play like this against one of the best teams in the league was really good. They need to blueprint this game remember what happened, because they're not going to have Sabonis for a while. You know, they're not going to have Sabonis for at least 10 days, which is probably this full homestand at this point. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more games in this homestand. It's probably going to be without Sabonis. I'm not sure what's going on with Levine. Hopefully everything's okay with him. He'll be back. His scoring will be back in the lineup. But Doug Christie really needs to blueprint this game, blueprint this lineup, and remember what they were able to do at the end of the game. Guys like Trey Lyles were looking energetic and lively and out there dunking and rebounding, which is good. I feel like Trey Lyles is kind of past some of those injuries that was slowing him down, because he's been looking real athletic. He's been moving quickly too. So good on Trey Lyles. He was in there playing backup center behind Valanciunas, and he held it down. He did his thing. He did his own. So Doug Christie needs to blueprint this, remember what happened. DC, Devin Carter needs to remember this game, remember how well he played on defense, his athleticism coming to the hole and dunking on guys and getting dunks. Keegan Murray got a dunk or two off of steals and defense, and they need to blueprint the way they play defense in this second half and use it for these upcoming games coming up. And that's my cup of Joe. Black, one creamer. I'm gonna give you some stats. I'm gonna give them to you quickly. So it's quick stats. And as you can see here, the Sacramento Kings did not have a good first quarter at all. Only scored 15 points. Cavaliers scored 22. And in the beginning of the game, it was looking kind of ugly. The Kings missed like 6 or 7 shots in a row. And I was like, okay, here we go. Hopefully it's not going to be a game like this. Hopefully the Cavs don't take advantage of our poor shooting. And then in that second quarter, it was a lot more scoring from the Kings. They both scored about the same amount, but in that third quarter is when the Kings went crazy. Crazy defense, a bunch of steals for dunks, and they got 43 points in that one quarter, and they also had 33 in the fourth, and were able to close it out in the end for the 123-119 victory. And the Cleveland Cavaliers' leading scorer was Evan Mobley, the young guy, 4-year player with 31 points, and the star of the show, Donovan Mitchell, had 26. Evan Mobley was also their leading rebound getter. Their young guy, Evan Mobley, is coming up big for these guys. He had 10 rebounds. And the leading assist getter was actually Ty Jerome off the bench with 6. Donovan Mitchell also had 4. And for the Sacramento Kings, the leading scorer was DeMar DeRozan with 27 huge points. Malik Monk, our dog, also had 22 points. And what else is going on? Off the bench, as you can see, Devin Carter had a huge 16 points and 5 rebounds off the bench. Trey Lyles with 13 and 7 rebounds. So they had a lot of help off the bench this game, which is great. And Jonas Valanciunas with a huge 13 rebound game. And Malik Monk, the de facto point guard, out there with 8 assists. So good on Malik Monk, good on the Kings. The chemistry looked good last night, even without some of their biggest stars. So good on the Kings. And shooting percentage, both teams shot in the 50s. Cleveland 54%. 3-pointers, both teams. Kings shot 45%. Cavs 38%. The Kings hit 3 more threes than the Cavs for 9 more points than them. Free throws 15 and 14. Hit 1 more free throw than them for a 93% clip, which is great. Total rebounds, 41 to 37, about even. Assists was about even, 24 to 28. And same with the turnovers. The turnovers were 12 to 24 assists. And for the Kings, it was 11 to 28 assists. Points in the paint. Cavs had 60. Kings had 48, but it didn't matter. The Kings were still able to pull out the victory at home. Time for our eye test. I'm going to give the Kings an eye test. Yeah, eye test. Eye test. Eye test. Okay, yeah. I look different. I have a different shirt on, a different hat. Because the video I did earlier didn't record the second half of the video. So now it's evening time and I'm having to add on to my video. Now I want to show you guys this third quarter because that's pretty much when they took over the game. The Kings went off in the third quarter for like 43 points. I'm going to show you guys the third quarter because that's pretty much when the craziness happened. most of the craziness happened. Kings went off in that quarter for 43 points.
Tomorrow when the Kings take on.
And as you can see,
Highlighted.
that's what most of these highlights are, because the third quarter starts way up here instead of down here.
Lee Wade left open for a corner three.
Underline, highlighted.
Right.
It's on there.
Oh, Mitchell, man, he is aggressive. Donovan Mitchell.
So now you know what the line is. You got to make sure you move them out.
Excellent rebound by Jonas Valanciunas.
On the kick out is Keegan Murray. Extra pass.
And Keon had some excellent shooting this game.
It's fantastic.
Took off his arm.
Excellent defense and excellent shooting. He was all over the place as usual.
Oh, Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell was balling too.
Oh, man, Max Strus.
Struce with the dunk.
It's normal. Get through that action.
Rosen says 3 is better than 2.
DeMar DeRozan, he had a good game. He was hitting threes.
Nice little find there. Monk now with 7 assists.
Two-man game with Monk and Valanciunas.
G1C crowd.
Monk playing point guard right
Defense
there.
here as DeAndre Hunter to face up. Carter now on the dribble drive.
And the Kings a +5.
Devin
here.
Carter had an excellent game shooting threes in people's faces, in Garrett's
Played
face.
2 games with Chicago, got that in one season. Yeah,
Keon Ellis getting dunks from the baseline.
The bottom of the net right there.
Way back
Sitting on
early in
dunks from the
game, down
baseline.
14 at one point. Oh,
Ooh,
Carson,
Devin Carter. Ooh, that was nasty. Got the rip
little skip to my
and the double tomahawk dunk.
Extra pass. Murray toes the line.
Keegan Murray looking real smooth on his shot.
33 points here in the third quarter for Sacramento. We still got 3 minutes and change to go. Carter left wide.
Ooh, Carter with the floater three goes in.
To create some offense.
Oh man, Mobley 3 runs to the basket.
Evan Mobley. I really like Evan Mobley's game. Good young 4-year player. Up and coming player.
Kings are on a 20.
Trey Lyles was looking very athletic and spry this game. He looked like he had a lot of energy. He's been looking good lately.
Gets the bucket and the foul. Keegan unable to get back. Rosen now. Lyles swings it over. Keegan Murray.
Once again, Keegan Murray, that 3-point sniper
He has been a whirling dervish
out there busting threes.
Here he is right here.
Ooh, Devin Carter. He has sneakily long
Love
arms.
seeing him fight.
Oh man,
That's a foul.
Ty Jerome got away with a push off, and man.
And I feel like Devin Carter is getting his
But hey,
is settling into his game, his NBA game a little bit. And this game was kind of like a coming out game for him, the way he played defense and was hitting threes. Trey Lyles, like I said, he's been looking real energetic lately. He's been healthy lately. He's been looking energetic and athletic lately, which is good for the
He
Kings.
is confident. Big boy move by Malik. All right, so Keegan back on to guard Mobley, who has been a flamethrower as of late. Hunter had a great look. Oh, man. Mobley reached up to the rafters for that one. Monk, oh, man.
Monk driving to the basket like he does. The slasher that he
Keegan
is.
back on to guard Mobley, who has been a flamethrower as of late. Hunter.
The slasher that he
Oh,
is.
man.
Getting to the basket.
Mobley reached up to the rafters for that one.
The slasher that he is. Getting to the basket.
Monk dancing with it. Make him
All that.
Had him doing
Monk.
the two-step out there.
Well, that's right. Kyle Draper had him doing the two-step Draper set.
So Ellis has to head to the bench with the 5 personal fouls. Carter on the contest with Hunter. Man, DeAndre Hunter has been a find for them.
and he makes his team better.
Yes. Rosen working against the Coro. Oh, took him to school.
D. Rosen with the clutch midi game down low.
Has too much power to allow them to have a lead here. You gotta take it and go try and keep it, but second chance opportunity there by Jared Allen.
Kings going small here with
How
Trey
about
Lyles.
Trey Lyles?
Yeah, Trey's getting feisty with
All
it.
right.
And then off the turnover,
Trey got a little bonus dunk
Here's Devin
for his
Carter
work
having
down
a
there on
career game,
defense.
14 for him. 5 on the clock. DeMar. Debo.
DeMar was not playing. All right, we're going to go down to fourth quarter to where they closed it out. Where they closed it out with 3 minutes left.
Got his own rebound.
The Kings were up by, it was tied with 3 minutes left. Did a nice drive by Keegan Murray. I'd like to see that more out of Keegan Murray, driving to the basket just like that.
It's a gross amount of talent.
Right? Wow, acrobatic move.
Way to bail him out. Trey Lyles with the offensive rebound. Kings up by 3 at this play. And then with 1:40 left, the Kings are up by 1. You got mini clutch game, DeRozan driving to the basket for a layup. Looking like mini Jordan out there.
Mitchell, oh my God.
He's done that twice tonight. That's
I
his
need to
move.
bottle that move up.
Yeah,
That is beautiful.
Donovan Mitchell brings them to within 1 point.
And it appears to me that this is the mismatch they want.
Clutch mini game, DeRozan not going to let that happen. Not going to let the Kings down. Puts them up by 3. And then our other clutch guy with the midi game, Malik Monk, puts the Kings up by 5 with 35 seconds left.
Mitchell on the turnaround. Oh, wow.
Crazy shot by Mitchell, fading out of bounds.
With a big time triple. Cavs do have 1 timeout left. Mitchell.
That was pretty much it for the Cavs. They couldn't do much here.
With 5 on the clock. No.
They needed 4, didn't get any.
Believe he lost it, but game is over. Sacramento, stand up.
Yeah, Sacramento, stand up.
This game.
All right, I want you to hear what DeRozan said now.
Man, we just pulled through. You know, it was a great grind. Not having Zach, not having Jake, not having Doe. You know, we knew we had to come bring it, protect our home court. We knew it was going to be a hell of a game, and we just brought it.
A rough start to this game, that first quarter, really difficult for you guys offensively. I thought you did a brilliant job on the defensive side, but then I felt, again, for the second consecutive game, DeMar, that second unit came in and they impacted the game in a major way.
For sure. They bring in that energy. We started off kind of slow, but we knew shots was going to fall for us. You know, we stuck with it. We knew when that second group come in, they bring a different type of energy, effort to kind of get us going.
DeMar, you mentioned so many guys being out. We're talking 3 of your top 8 performers, but yet you guys still somehow find a way. Tell me about how connected this group is, no matter who's out on the court.
Man, I'll tell you one thing, it's been a long season. We understand coming down this stretch, every single game is important. We home for a while. We need every single one of these games at home before we go back out on the road.
So tomorrow night, second night of a back-to-back against your former team in the Bulls, but also coming off a win against the Cavs. How important is this for you guys, this win, in terms of giving you guys maybe the mental capacity that you have to move forward with a really difficult schedule remaining?
It's very important. You know, we got to bring our best. We got to be our best. We can't have no excuses at this point. You know, like I said, it's a handful of games left, and we need every single one of them.
So DeMar got his head on straight. He knows there's only a few games left and everyone is important. That's my eye test. Bottom line, the Kings morning after. Bottom line. Today's bottom line is, and I kind of went over some of the bottom line in my Cup of Joe, which always seems to happen. They need to blueprint this game. They need to go ahead and play like this all the time. It was good to see Devin Carter come in. He played like a point guard, a defensive point guard, came out there causing havoc, just like Keon Ellis, stealing balls, ripping balls, getting dunks. Between him and Keon Ellis, they were pretty much the guys that kind of brought this team back and closed it out in the end with their great defensive play. And also Keegan Murray. Keegan Murray was hitting shots, and DeMar DeRozan was being clutch as he always is, hitting shots. And our guy, Malik Monk, is always clutch. So the way these guys played on offense was really good. The way they played on defense, causing so much problems for these guys, causing so much havoc, was excellent. They need to play like this every game. They need to cause resistance, cause havoc. They're not the biggest team, so, you know, resistance is one thing, but to be out there getting steals and getting their bodies in lanes. Even Keegan Murray got a steal or two. Got some easy dunks off of fast breaks, off of defense. And even Trey Lyles too. And Trey Lyles did a good job filling in at center. You know, being that he is a power forward, he did a great job filling in at center. And these guys rebounded well. And I mean, they're playing against one of the best teams in the NBA, the best team in the Eastern Conference. So good on the Kings. They played well. Blueprint this game. Play like this all the time. Sabonis and Levine were out, so it's going to be different chemistry next time or when those guys are back. But still, the way these guys played at the end is how the Kings did to play every game. With the defense, the tenacity, the scrappiness, and hitting shots, hitting clutch shots, hitting three-point shots, and even hitting mid-range shots was Monk and DeRozan. So, blueprint this game. That's my bottom line. Next up, the Kings have the Bulls tonight. And I'm doing this video so late, I think they're already playing, but I'll still go over it. And the Bulls are led by Josh Giddey, Nikola Vucevic, Alonzo Ball, Matias Bazelis, Kobe White, Ayo Dosunmu, Patrick Williams, Trey Jones, Kevin Huerter, our ex-guy, Jalen Smith, Zach Collins, Javon Carter, and Dalen Terry. This is a young team. They don't really have a lead guy. I mean, I guess you could say Kobe White, the upcoming point guard. Josh Giddey does a good job. He's not playing tonight, though. Kevin Huerter, I guess Kevin Huerter, you could say, is kind of the featured guy now. They have a lot of guards. But this is a team that's in 9th place in the East. Their record is only 29-40. So this is a team that the Kings should beat. I mean, we have a better record than them. They lost the game. They're on the second night of a back-to-back just like us. In my opinion, this is a team the Kings should and can beat. Betting lines. All right, we're going to check out the betting lines on BetUS. This is a great sports book that I use to do bets, basketball bets. It's very traditional style, like a casino sports book. They also have other sports, and you can also bet on boxing. I like to bet on boxing on here as well. Tonight, it's basketball. Let's check these lines. So for tonight's games, they've already taken off the Kings game because, like I said, I'm doing the second part of the video so late. But these games are for Friday. So for Friday's games, you got the Magic versus at the Wizards, at the Washington Wizards. They say the Magic by 7. Then you got the Philadelphia 76ers in San Antonio facing the Spurs. Spurs by 5.5. And then big, huge game here. They have the Charlotte Hornets facing off versus the Thunder. And that is by 20. So if you feel like the Hornets will lose by less than 20 or the Hornets will win, you'd bet here. If you think the Thunder are going to win by more than 20, you would bet here. It's pretty interesting. And also you could stack bets and create a parlay bet over here if you think both of these things are going to happen. And then you would bet 5 and you would win 12 off of that bet right there. So this is BetUS. If you want to try BetUS, use the link down in the description. They'll give you some free money with that. We also have Prize Picks down there as well. If you haven't tried that, try them both. They're pretty good sites. So use the link in the description below. Thanks. Hey, I got a question for you guys. The Kings won against the best team in the East Coast. How do you feel the Kings are doing right now? Do you think they're going to be stuck at 9th? Or do you think they'll be able to move up in this current Western Conference race? Let me know. Make a comment in the comments below. And if you make a comment before I make my next video, I'll put your comment on the next video. And also, guys, if you can, please click that like button. Click that like button. Also, click the subscribe buttons. Click it wherever it's at. Click that subscribe button. We're new. We're trying to grow the channel. We want to do some more fun stuff like live watch parties and things like that. But we need more subscribers. So go ahead and click that subscribe button if you're into Kings Talk, Kings News, Kings Analysis. I appreciate it. And also, if you can, share the content. Share it to any of your social medias. That would really help me out sharing this content. And as I said before, make a comment. Making comments also help me kick the algorithm's ass. So comment on anything. Comment on the Kings. Comment on my show. Comment on how I'm doing. Comment on the weather. I don't care. Comment on anything. Like I said, if you make a comment before I make the next video, I'll put your comment in the next video. And I got a motivational quote for you guys. And it goes like this. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's the stepping stone towards it. That's a good one. I like that quote. That one is by Sundar Pichai. And I hope I'm saying that correctly. Sundar Pichai. Or it might be Pichai. And he says, failure is not the opposite of success. It's the stepping stone towards it. That's an excellent quote. A lot of successful people say failure shouldn't be a stopping point. Failure does not mean you have failed. Failure is a learning point. Every time you fail, it should be a learning situation where you learn how to succeed. So, excellent quote. And that's pretty much all that I have for you guys today. I really appreciate you watching. I appreciate you watching this far. Hopefully you liked the content. Hopefully you're subscribed so that you'll get a notification the day after the next Kings game, which is actually tomorrow. And you'll get a notification of the next episode of the Kings Morning After. Midday Cup of Joe with Jay. And with that, I'm out. But before I go, check out my moves. It's good.